Hi, Jonathan York, Bay Financial Partners, looking at investment markets. Still sort of pretty interesting times in the US. Earnings season currently going reasonably okay, actually. Some of the financials reporting reasonable results. McDonald's this morning reported a pretty good set of results. And, US equity markets, especially the tech sector, are really pushing up at some pretty important levels, lifetime highs, and really still appears to be there's a little bit more momentum going forward. Now, obviously, to counteract that, you've still got the ongoing saga with the Trump administration and the Russian investigations, and it's just going to be very interesting to see how that pans out. At the moment, it really does look pretty sort of tricky out there for President Trump. Not so much himself, but certainly his officials, obviously his close family and his campaign manager are testifying this week before Congress. Interestingly, most of those are going to be behind closed doors, though, so you don't really get to see what happens. But really what we do need to see from the Trump administration is, following through on his campaign pledges and promises. There's been no healthcare reform, there's been no tax reforms yet, and we really need to see some of those policies put into implementation. Let's say, economically, the US market looks in pretty good shape. Earnings are okay, growth is good. The Fed's still on track for at least one more rate hike before the year end. And it's just going to be interesting now to see how that sort of pans through. Oil recovered as well, sort of trading up around just under sort of 48 bucks. It's really sort of stuck between that sort of $45 to $50 range. With a little bit of leeway, especially on the downside, may sort of trick down to maybe around sort of 42, 43, but doesn't seem to want to go much lower than that, and always seems to come back. Interesting to see IMF latest reports, sort of upgraded global growth rate. Only by 0.1, but again, it's interesting to see it is actually upgraded rather than downgraded. The growth will really come from China, Japan, emerging Asia, and also the Eurozone. Interestingly, the US seems to be sort of on hold in terms of the IMF growth pattern. Really waiting for those tax changes to come through from the Trump administration, which just seem to be get pushed back further and further. Here in New Zealand, sort of steady as she goes, really. The economy is pushing on at a reasonable rate. Interesting, inflation did come back a little bit. But that's probably more to do with oil rather than anything else. And it's going to be interesting now to see, especially if the US do put up rates again before year end, as is expected, to see how the Reserve Bank can keep interest rates on hold here in New Zealand. It's going to be very difficult. As always, if you are looking for income options, there are plenty of alternatives available out there. Give us a call on 0800 867 323 or go to the website www.bayfinancialpartners.co.nz for lots of interesting articles. We look forward to speaking to you soon.